Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for Huddersfield versus Cardiff in the watch-along. Tonight, the first game of round 35 and a big one. Huddersfield are slipping. Cardiff are in great form and looking to get into those playoff spots. It's Mick McCarthy's 1,000th game as a manager, and I'm very, very much looking forward to this one. Let me know that you can see me, hear me loudly, clearly. Say hello in the comments, and we can figure out who we've got here. And, of course, get your comments and bits and bobsies in throughout the game. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours. The game kicks off in about 12 or 13 minutes. We're going to crack on with the team news in just a sec. But first of all, let's say thank you to Charlie. I sent him in the chat a minute ago. 30 years of loyal, here is to many more. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie sponsors us via Patreon. He's our sponsor for the watch-alongs. Thank you so much, Charlie. You too can get involved over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. You can super chat. Support directly during the show. First super chat becomes the legendary king of the bin. And for the princely sum of absolutely nothing, anytime you see a thumbs up, click on it and make sure you subscribe, ring the bell. But the most important thing you can do is get your comments in. Liam is here. James, there is Charlie, indeed. Chris, and another Chris, and James. Paul, who else have we got in here? Annie, Leeds 2021, Alistair, Joel, Jamie. Did I hear Ivan Toney talk about me? No, I didn't. I'm sure he was gushing in his praise. First time as a Barnsley fan wanting Huddersfield to win. Nice. Mr. E, Blue Terrier is here. McCarthy 1,000, Pearson 500. Tremendous. Littlewood Seb says, we never beat Cardiff, guaranteed loss. Yeah, it was a bit cringy in the Sky build-up. They've got Neil Harris in the studio, which is a little bit awkward. But hey, he obviously wants a job, hence why he is in there. Salmon on crew for me tonight. It's very, very nice. Just finished it. Some potatoes, bit of asparagus as well. Very, very much enjoyed that. Let's have a look at the teams tonight in our watch along. In goal for Huddersfield, we've got double three at the backs here. Schofield in goal. Back three, Keogh, Edmonds, Green and Sarr. Rowe and Pippa, so still without Toffolo, are the wing-backs. O'Brien, Vallejo, and Bakuna number one, although Bakuna number two doesn't appear to be in the Cardiff team. And up top, Sonogo, who I've not seen play for Huddersfield yet, and Campbell, who we've seen for many, many years in the Championship. And there's the bench for Huddersfield. Pereira, Brown, Critchlow, Noble, Dehaney and Stearman, all defenders. High, and then Holmesden and Benza would be your go-to guys. They've played lots of first-team football for Huddersfield this season. Or Holmes has played a high percentage of minutes since he arrived, obviously not long ago. For Cardiff, normal system, and in the main, normal personnel. Phillips in goal, Morrison, Flint and Nelson. Look out for those guys on set plays. Now, not the normal wing-backs. No NG and Bennett, I think, good luck to him because I think he's got quite a bad injury. I think he's out for a fair chunk of time. Bennett, the left wing-back. Volks and Rolls, central. Wilson is the number 10, Murphy and Moore. So a lot of threat in that front three. Here's the bench for Cardiff. Smithies, who hasn't got his place back since, I think he got hurt, didn't he? And Lost the shirt there to Phillips. Brown, Williams, there is the other Pacuna. We knew it was around somewhere. Coyle, Hoylett, Ojo, Pack, Harris. Bit more quality on the Huddersfield, on the Cardiff bench than on the Huddersfield bench, I would suggest. And there's the table. So look, fairly simple. We're on a Friday night here. A Cardiff win puts them back into the top 6, and then it's in the lap of the gods what is going to happen. Tomorrow we have Bournemouth visiting Preston, and we have Barnsley at home to Birmingham. Millwall a little bit further back, and of course a Cardiff defeat would mean that Borough, who are right at Swansea, nice easy game for them tomorrow, could catch up Warnock, could catch up McCarthy. Therefore, Huddersfield, it's been a very, very poor slide, hasn't it, for a good couple of months now. 37 points they're on. They would absolutely love to get to 40 points with 35 games played, wouldn't they, if they could get a win tonight? Worryingly, 17 defeats. Avert your eyes up and down the table. You'll see only Rotherham and Wycombe have lost more games than Huddersfield this season. And the 51 goals against, only Wycombe have conceded more goals than Huddersfield. They can indeed be got at. Should we have a look at some of your comments? What are you guys saying? Liam, going to go with a 2-1 Cardiff. Nick, cringeworthy with Neil Harris. Yeah, it was a bit awkward, wasn't it? What are you going to do, hey? Can you imagine a Swans Cardiff playoff final? Well, we think the stadium would be open by them as well, Charlie, don't we? Mushrooms and baby corn. I'll get Shaylee on that. She's much better with ideas for recipes than me. Chris says 2-1 Huddersfield. It's Sanogo's debut. There we go. That'll be why I've never seen him play. Huddersfield. Come on, Cardiff must not win for Reading's sake. Evening, Ben. Huddersfield win. Upper Swans. Oliver's here, our normal Huddersfield correspondent. Why do we put ourselves through this? You love it, don't you? Shocked by Sonogo playing. Like the look of him, but he's hardly played any football. A baptism of fire. Remember, Huddersfield have, Oliver will tell us in the chat, just struggled with injuries to key players with Iain, Karoma, and the suspension to Toffolo. Excuse me. As well. Now, as ever, we did put out a poll earlier on, and as you'd imagine, it's gone quite heavily. In fact, I did 2, actually. I did one on Twitter as well, so we can look at both. It's gone quite heavily in Cardiff's favour, this one. So if I bring up the split screen, you should be able to see my YouTube page. There we go. So from 151 votes, 17% predict a Huddersfield win. 68% predict a Cardiff win, and 10% predict a scoring draw, with 5% predicting a goalless draw. We can go and check on Twitter and see whether things are matched up. Yeah, let's have a look. And let me just bring my Twitter page up onto... by the way, follow me on Twitter, at Benjamin Bloom. And here are the results of the Twitter poll, even heavier. So 251 votes. So we've got about 400 people sample size here. 76% predict a Cardiff win. 15% a Huddersfield win. 7% a scoring draw. 1.2%, what none of us want, is the goalless draw. We will see how this all pans out. Let's go to a few more of your comments. We are about to get going in this one. I'll just bring it back to SofaScore over on the split screen. And let's see what else you are saying. Look, yes, Cardiff should be a banker this evening. Surely famous last words. Remember when we did Brentford v Barnsley, and I think we had something like 70% or even higher predicting a Brentford win, and that went the other way, didn't it? So, Liam, I was one of the only people to put a Huddersfield win other than the Swansea fans. There you go. Ben, mate, can you give me a yes, daddy? I think I've done that, haven't you? Yes, Sonogo did used to play for Arsenal, didn't he? Liam, I predicted a Huddersfield win, and I'm a Swans fan. There we go. Oh, don't talk to me about polls being hijacked due to bias of teams. Do you know what I'm contemplating is telling people that they're not allowed to vote if their team's involved. That you're literally not allowed to vote, although people will just ignore me and then vote against their rivals. But yes, we do struggle sometimes to get a credible poll, don't we? Are you time checking Sky Sports Football? Yes, Paul. We'll give you the kickoff and then we'll give you a time check after a couple of minutes. Evening, James. Yeah, good day for me. Fairly chilled, actually. Today, the dogs are here now. Looking forward to the weekend. Good weekend of football coming up. Thank you. It's a watch long. No way it'll be goalless. The stats say so. Yes, they do, James. Only people who believe fake news and mythical goalless draw statuses, simply because form goes out the window. We lost 4-1, of course, yeah. Key for more goals being shown by Sky to Neil Harris. Yeah. Charlie, our sponsor. In your opinion, if this Cardiff team makes the playoffs, would you make them favourites? No, I don't think. I would. Still, if they're going up against the Brentford or a Watford, particularly, maybe a Swansea, we will see. Yes, Rotherham have had their game cancelled, Chris, haven't they? Another COVID issue for Rotherham. Only one free midweek left. Not good. Evening, Nick. And we've got another Swans-Cardiff game coming up. James could do with Cardiff dropping points. Gives Luton a little extra push to top 10. Difficult game for Luton tomorrow. Right. And we should mention, a big congratulations to Mick. 1,000 games. I didn't realise he did more games at Ipswich than he did at Wolves. Obviously, a few seasons in the Premier League with Wolves as well. But whatever you say about him, that's a hell of an achievement. 1,000 games, isn't it? So he's had a brilliant career, hasn't he, Mick? So congratulations to him. Yes, but you know, I was going to do the two Bakunas in the thumbnail on the video. I couldn't get a decent picture of Leandro, but Leandro is on the bench. Indeed, got to say our stadium's looking great. That's about all we have left of the Premier League legacy. Yeah, shame indeed. Shame for Rotherham fixtures stacking up. Yeah, I think the investigation might be a bit stiff this time because they've had I think that's the third one, isn't it? Rotherham with COVID. So not insinuating anything, but I'm sure the EFL will be fed up with games going. It's the first one we've had in a few weeks, actually, isn't it? Sky are just popping the teams up on the screen. So I'm going to bung 0-0 up on the score. If you're watching on Sky Sports, do let me know and try and sync up. Mick McCarthy, 28 years, 349 days as a manager. What a career, hey? 7 teams in that time as well. Brilliant. Brilliant occasion for Mick. He won't care if he doesn't get a win, though. Does he? Actually, Oliver, can you tell me? It looks like Huddersfield's sponsor has literally been stuck onto their shirt there. I don't know if that's changed mid-season or something. Looks like a bit of a dodgy stitch job. Yes, no Brentford Rotherham tomorrow. So the top of the table is going to look, well, it's going to be a Swansea thought they were having 2 games in hand. By the end of the week, Swansea will have played a game more now than Brentford, weren't they? Because I think they catch up in midweek. Thoughts on the Fulham disallowed goal? It was stupid, wasn't it? Should never have been disallowed. But fortunately, they've tweaked the laws today. Right. We have everybody taking their knee to protest abuse of any kind, especially fake news against me. I'm not belittling the taking of the knee, by the way. And we are ready to go. I'll tell you when we kick off. False start, and they're going to have another go. If you want to sync up, it's probably easier if we do a time sync. We are go. In this one, let me just tell you who the referee is. It is referee Robinson tonight in this one. Tim Robinson. I think we had him recently, didn't he? Yeah, Now TV, you're going to be way behind, James. You're going to be struggling going down the internet there. I'll give you a time check after about 2 minutes of this one. You're probably about a minute behind, James. Long one forward by Huddersfield. And poked out. Oh, no, it doesn't go out. And they've conceded the throw. And I think it was poked back by Sonogo. And they couldn't keep it in down the right-hand side. Nelson takes the throw in for Cardiff, lobs it in. Moore comes short, poked away from him. They're into the back for Huddersfield. Sorry, the back three indeed. Sonogo in for the aerial challenge against Aidan Flint. And Sonogo has conceded a free kick. I think we're unchallenged tonight, Paul. I'm not sure there's any Premier League games going on tonight. Which goal from midweek do you think's better? Carter Vickers or Ched? Yeah. I think we'll go with Ched on that one. Carter Vickers' big backside there. Do you think Ipswich can go up this season? Well, let's give Paul Cook a game. And I'll tell you, during the Super Stream tomorrow, remember Ipswich kick off at 1 tomorrow. Lobbed into the back post. There's a chance. Morrison was there. They lost the man at the back post there. Morrison has the shot blocked. And here come Huddersfield on the break now. Bakuna. Down the right-hand side. Oh, nice little check in. Couldn't quite get it past Joe Rules, though. And two decent openings already. One from the Cardiff ball lobbed into the box. And they really do lose. Forgive me, I can't see the number. I know it's Flint. Morrison has the shot blocked. Out come Huddersfield. And we're not going to get to see the replay of that. But nice work down the right-hand side. And the ball in was blocked by Joe Rules. Cardiff go long again. Fairly straightforward stuff. And that is the familiar running style of Richard Keogh. Anyone who's watched the Championship for more than 5 minutes, you'll have seen him play over the years, won't you? Right, we will do a time check. We'll do one at 4 minutes. It's a goal kick to Huddersfield. Schofield boots that down the ground. Sonogo goes up for the header. He's never going to win that against Flint. Bakuna takes that against Rules and he wins the throw-in. Throw-in down the right-hand side. Pippa trying to push away, but Cardiff win it back and go long. Moore chases after it. Ooh, Naby Sarr got caught by Moore, and Moore's got it off him. Here come Cardiff now. Volks to Rules. Out to the left-hand side. Bagan Remember, Cardiff don't have their first choice wing backs here. Rolls gets into the box and Schofield comes out and jumps on that one. Moore looks like he's unsettled the Huddersfield defence already. Disruptive type forward, Kiefer Moore. Keogh has it at the back, plays it to Sarr. Out it goes onto the right-hand side. Given away there. I think Edmonds Green. They've got it back though. Sarr pings that one forward. Flint boots it down the ground with O'Brien chasing him. And Sarr goes all the way back home to Schofield. This will be the pattern now. Remember, Huddersfield will probably have a fair bit more possession in this one, but Cardiff will stay in shape. Harry Wilson hasn't had a kick yet, has he? Just spotted him on my screen. Clipped into the channel for O'Brien to chase. Morrison goes with him. Morrison to Pippa. Is Pippa playing left wing back here? I think he might be. Looks like the wing backs are the other side to what we expected them to be. I think we expected Rowe down the left and Pippa down the right. Seem to be on the other sides. Another one for Big Kiefer to chase, but it's headed out by Keogh. And Naby Sarr has it. Edmonds Green. Huddersfield having a lot of the ball in the back three, but not really able to do a lot with it. Yeah, here's Vallejo. That is Campbell who's come short, and Vallejo plays through the lines. Good ball that, actually. Here's Bakuna. Advantageous position, this for Huddersfield. O'Brien hits the shot deflected, and it does change direction there. And it looked like Sonogo was trying to get on the end of it. Didn't quite go his line. Sorry, I never gave you a time check, did I? We'll give you a time sync. We'll do one at 7.5 minutes, which is about 20 seconds. Time. Here is Sang down the right-hand side. I've missed another time check. Wilson carries it down the right wing. He tries to cross in, hits O'Brien, hits Wilson again, and bounces out of play. Going to be a goal kick. Right, we can definitely give you a time check now. 8 minutes. We count down 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Sync. That was that 8-minute call. Here is Keogh. Keogh plays it out to Edmonds Green. Clips it down the line. Sonogo holds it up. Does quite well, actually. Plays it to Rowe. Looked like Rowe got a shove in the back then, but on we go. Kiefer Moore was trying to hold it up. It's going to be a throw-in to Huddersfield. Yeah, sorry. We got one in the end, didn't we? There is Phil Hodgkinson, the Huddersfield chairman. Campbell tries to follow that one on. He's helped it on to Pippa, who's surprisingly playing down the left-hand side here. Bagan tries to get it clear. In the end, they've got it up to Moore, who holds it up well. Rolls, shields the ball and goes back into Phillips in goal. Big hoof down the ground by him. There's Moore up for the challenge against Keogh, but Keogh comes away with the ball, switches to play. Bit of a hospital ball that. Over-engineered that completely, Keogh. Sort of tried to float it over like David Beckham when he could have just slid it out to the side. I went in the bin. I did 2 seconds. Keogh to Vallejo. He's probably going to be needed to drop in the central midfielder for Huddersfield because Cardiff are just sat in shape and they're going to need an outlet. Doesn't look like they're going to press the centre halves too high. Sarr plays it to Pippa. A bit of space for him down the left. Pippa switches the play. Hefty touch by Edmonds Green into Rowe. He is closed down by Sang. And a clearance up to Murphy. His first touch. And they try and play the channel again. Bit messy. Cleared away. Headed back in by Volks. Morrison steps out. No one's able to get their foot on the ball. This is not pleasant to watch. This exchange, just headering it back and forth between each other. Nelson then hooks it away. And we finally get Morrison, who's got some time on the ball. He clips it straight over the top looking for Moore. Good header back by Moore. Here's Wilson in the 10 position. Wilson tries to thread it through to Murphy. They read it, but first sort of dangerous position that Harry Wilson has occupied. And it's out with Rowe on the right-hand side. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them switch a couple of times during the night, actually, Rowe and Pippa, the wing-backs. They're kind of not their orthodox side. Marco, thanks for this. Shouting for Huddersfield tonight. Unbelievable. The Buendia rap. You know I'm good mates with Chris, don't you, James? I've known him for years, actually. What a genius that guy is. Here's Bakuna. Bakuna plays that in. O'Brien does get there first. He can't get it out. They're a bit narrow there, Cardiff, for the first time, but couldn't capitalise. Here comes Murphy. Murphy is going to try and run Sarr. No good. And it's back with Schofield in goal. Just before I make the mistake, Josh Murphy. Josh, not Jacob. Josh. O'Brien. Space for Bakuna. Bakuna plays it ahead to Rowe. He tries to cross it early. It's blocked out and it is a throw-in to Huddersfield. Udders look quite slick on the count. They move the ball nicely, don't they? You can just see them having 70% possession and then Cardiff scoring 2 goals, can't you? Well played by Kiefer there. Get crosses in for him. Yeah, he's quality, isn't he? Speaking of crossing positions, Huddersfield are in one with Vallejo. Bakuna goes down. He's actually won a free kick there. I didn't quite see what happened. I saw him go down off the ball. Referee Robinson has given the foul. He's just explaining why to Fraser Campbell. Just body checked off the ball. Right, Bakuna is lining up the free kick with his right foot. It's just to the right of the goal as the taker looks. Phillips has put the wall quite wide right to stop the curler around. So Bakuna is going to have to go over the wall by the look. That's what Phillips seems to be tempting him to do. It's about probably just shy of 30 yards out. Here comes Bakuna. It's only going to be 3 steps. He hits it. Oh, good effort. So Phillips sets the wall up quite well. Bakuna kind of goes over and around, and Phillips gets across and just pushes it out for the corner. I think he got quite a good look at that. Actually touches Will Volks on the way through. And it's pushed around the post. Bacuna tries a short corner there. Rubbish. And here come Cardiff on the break. Although that's turned over quite quickly to Rowe. Campbell short again. Morrison goes in. Campbell keeps hold of it, plays it to O'Brien. Huddersfield the better side at the moment. Here's Bacuna, right-hand side, into the box. Bacuna, good ball. Sanogo tries to beat his man. Doesn't work, evidently. How do I know the names of the players? I've done this before, Sam. Let's just say. Players to tune on the keyboard. We normally get asked, don't we? There's no amp. When the world opens up and I can earn some money quickly, I'll buy an amp. But there's no amp. So I could play you a tune, but you ain't going to hear it. Rowe clips that one in. Campbell heads it up in the air. Flint boots it clear. Moore wins it. And yeah, it's back with Nelson. Nelson clears his lines. Nobody up there. And Huddersfield are on top, actually, probably for about the last 6 or 7 minutes now. They've had most of the ball. Cardiff are comfortable behind the ball. Mick is waving them up the pitch. He thinks Cardiff evidently are too deep at the moment. Because I'm in too deep. Who sang that? Never try a short corner versus Mick. God, can you imagine the rollicking you get if you switched off on a short corner? Head like an encyclopedia. Thank you, Paul. Full of useless information, hey? Sarr has got it. Steadfast refusal to press the centre-backs here from Cardiff. Keogh and Sarr could literally just stop on the ball and the game would just stop. Mick's still unhappy with how deep his team is here. Keogh has literally had the ball for about 15 seconds there. Plays that. It's a poor ball by Keogh. He's put Campbell. Why is he that far back on his heels? And now Cardiff push up the pitch a little bit and engage into the press. Schofield, big clearance down the middle. Huge header by Morrison. But it's turned over again. Now, can Huddersfield play through? Yes. Here's Bacuna on the right-hand side. Through it goes to O'Brien. Back to Campbell, who is very much coming short and leaving Sanogo up top. Rowe on the right-hand side. Rowe crosses left-footed. Good ball in, headed away by Morrison. Campbell actually quite effective there. I always thought he was more a number 9, but he keeps coming right short and leaving Sanogo up top. Some 41. Good shout, Joel. Yes. Come on, Huddersfield. From a Barnsley fan, says Lee. Lots of vested interests coming in. As long as you admit your bias, then I'm okay with it. Just don't pretend that there isn't one. 18 minutes and 3 seconds gone. Huddersfield 0. Cardiff 0. Long goal kick by Cardiff. Headed away. O'Brien's got it deep in midfield. Here is Pippa coming down the left. Good ball actually up the line. Morrison comes across and slides that one out. The captain, promoted with Cardiff in 17-18 under Neil Warnock. Throw in to Huddersfield. Down the left, Pippa, he's taking his time. On it goes to Sarr, and that's poor. He's given that away. Volks, and clipped down the line by Bagan. And yeah, I suspect if we check the numbers, Cardiff haven't had a lot of the ball. Yeah, 71% possession to Huddersfield, 29% possession to Cardiff. Mick, as ever, is moving the chess pieces around. Keogh. He gets it back from Edmonds Green. Keogh's had a ton of touches so far already. Vallejo. Again, steadfast, not going to press Keogh at all. The front line of Josh Murphy, Harry Wilson and Kiefer Moore. They're just getting in shape and they're saying, go on Huddersfield, play through. Russ, I'm a Leeds fan, as you know. I hope Carlos Corbin. What's happening at Rotherham, Russ? What's the deal with this COVID? Do you know anything? Or can you not say? Maybe we should fund the 24-track album with me and Chris. Absolutely. I'd be well up for that. Suggest it to him. Suggest it to him. Oh, slipped through looking for... I think so. Brian slipped it through looking for Campbell. And he didn't quite get in, just cut out by Nelson at the last there. But closest anyone's been in there, isn't it? $20 minutes, 48 seconds gone. Nil-nil. Here comes Murphy down the left-hand side. Gives it away. And O'Brien comes away with it. He tries to ping it through down the left-hand side. It's back with Cardiff. Keogh again. And Keogh wins the throw-in off Kiefer Moore. Cardiff have debutants on their wing. I don't think Bagan a debutant. I haven't seen Sang before. Joel Bagan has made 4 starts. So yeah, not quite debutants, but I think Sang is the right wing back. Certainly inexperienced though in the wing back positions. Amazing season we have, says Lee. Didn't believe in it. I assume this is a Barnsley fan here. Cardiff have it down the left. Murphy crosses in. Sarr hooks that one clear. Throw in to Cardiff. And it's going to be hurled into the box here. The first test from a set play for Huddersfield today. Will Volks, who can throw the ball absolutely miles. In it goes. Morrison's there. Sarr is a huge bloke as well. He heads it away. Volks swung back into the box. And Sarr, very good in the air there, heads both of those away. Nelson plays it down the line. Is the offside flag going up against Murphy? No. And Huddersfield survive. Long throw-in. Number 1. Richard Wood has been self-isolating, but not sure who else has got it at Rotherham or how. Interesting, Russ. Interesting. Brentford Rotherham is off tomorrow. 23 minutes 32 on the clock. 0-0. Is O'Brien. Sarr. Keogh. Keogh switches the play. Headed away by Sang. And he's got it back again. And cleared down the line by Volks. Moore chases after it. Sarr comes away with the ball. Plays it to Vallejo in central midfield. Vallejo to Bacuna, who's looked quite lively when he's found any type of space. Good ball by him to O'Brien. Switched out to Pippa, left wing. 1v1, comes into the box and then across to Bacuna, and they've stolen it away, Cardiff. Can they counter? No. In fact, Huddersfield have won that back fairly cheaply. Here's Rowe. And Rowe's looking for a free kick there, and he's not going to get one for that. Furious action on the bench from Corberon. Yes, Luton Rotherham also postponed. Gonna get busy for Rotherham, isn't it? Coming towards the end of the season. They're looking for Campbell down the left-hand side. Campbell clear shove in the back there on Sang. Referee Robinson says play on, and hoiked clear by Flint. There's a bit of hold in there. Surely that's going to be a Cardiff free kick. No. Huddersfield play out with Sarr. Nice little ball through the lines by Vallejo. O'Brien to Bacuna. They're just growing into this now, Huddersfield. Bacuna out to Rowe on the right wing. Rowe stands up. The young fullback fires it across. Flicked up in the air. And it's now over the other side with Pippa. And he stands up. The other young fullback, who is Sang. No way through the Cardiff wall. Pippa's got it again. And I think that's going to be a Cardiff throw-in there. Yeah, so for all their possession at the moment, Huddersfield, let's bring the numbers up. I bet there's no shots. Well, actually two shots. I suppose the free kick was one, wasn't it? But yeah, look at that, 70% possession to 30. Cardiff only completing 65 passes so far. Although this is exactly how we suspected this one would be, didn't it? O'Brien, Pippa. And Pippa goes all the way back to Schofield. It looks like Huddersfield have gone to a back four. Looks like Edmonds Green is playing down the right-hand side. Pippa's playing left back. And Rowe is more in midfield. Doesn't look like a back three. Yeah, SofaScore agrees with me. It's just that central midfield doesn't make sense. It's just a kind of a weird lopsided system at the moment. We'll figure it out as we go. Here's Bacuna, just nicks it off Murphy down the right-hand side. Bacuna comes forward. He's played quite well in this game. And he wins the throw-in. Mick furiously giving instructions to Bagan, the young player, the left-back who's got to play in front of the dugouts for all of the first half. 28 minutes up on the clock. Nil-nil. And thrown in by Huddersfield. Sanogo goes down. No go for Sanogo. And the game goes on. I think he thought he was going to get a free kick there. Cleared down the ground by Phillips. Not a huge header by Sarr, who's punching his way against Big Kiefer up there. And Edmonds Green concedes the throw in. And I wonder now, is Will Volks going to go over to that left-hand side and throw this one into the box? Yes, he is. Here comes Morrison. Here comes Flint. And here comes long throw number 2 to defend. Volks dries off the ball. In it comes from the left-hand side. A bit more of a flat one, this one. Up in the air. And we have a Cardiff corner now. So, first chance now for Harry Wilson to stick one in. Cardiff have been very, very good from set plays. In it comes, left-footed from Wilson. Goes loose and cleared by Vallejo. If he hit that a bit softer, Bacuna would have been off on the counter, but looks like they just wanted to get it away from their box. Set-piece goals this season, 22. God, 16 goals from corners for Cardiff. They are exceptional from set plays, let's just say. Best in the league. But Murphy concedes a foul there, and it's a free kick to Huddersfield. I like that Pipper at fullback. Looked very good against us. All right foot, mind. Well, good luck to him tonight, John, because he's playing left back. Switched him over. Goodness me. Played into Sonogo offside. And it's a free kick to Cardiff. Huddersfield not good at defending set plays either. That's not a good combination if you are of a Huddersfield persuasion. Imagine Rotherham have a very small squad. Well, we'll avoid any conspiracy theories. James, see you soon, my friend. See you on Monday, bud. Edmondson Green. Aid Edmondson, Rick Mail. Here is Wilson. Wilson hits the shot left-footed, and it fell to Flint, and Flint has hit the crossbar, but he was offside. Weird old moment that. Wilson came in off the right-hand side, hit the shot. It sort of deflected, I think, up and over. Flint followed it in, and I guess he was offside from the moment the shot was hit. Well, if he was, it was his armpit. Flint hooks it over Schofield and hits the bar. Completely shinned it on the volley, actually, but nearly effective. But he was flagged offside. 0-0. Scary moment for Huddersfield. Oh, he played left back in that game as well, did he? Interesting. I wasn't aware they were doing that. Obviously, Toffolo has been... is he out or is he suspended? I know he was red carded. Nelson clips that down the line. Murphy gives chase. I think Sarr thought Murphy was offside, and indeed he was. And it's a free kick to Huddersfield. 32-27 on the clock. Nil effing nil, in the words of Mick McCarthy. He loves it. Please hit the like button if you are in the stream. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. 14,400 subscribers. Unbelievable scenes. It's a restart for Huddersfield, which Phillips takes long, looking for Sonogo. Flint wins it in the air. O'Brien heads it on. Sang heads it back in, and Nelson plays that one back out to Sang, who rushes that one a little bit, I have to say. Gives it back to Huddersfield in the midfield. Sarr steps out. O'Brien to Bacuna. Bacuna out to Rowe on the right-hand side. Rowe plays it in. Sonogo's got it back to him. Didn't look in total control of that. Bacuna plays it across the box. Campbell on the edge. Good football. Pipper in there. Ooh. There was another runner. If they could have got it back to Campbell there, they were in. But just not quite slick enough around the edge of the box there. Huddersfield is Volks. And it's a free kick to Cardiff. Bit of a bore so far. A little bit. It's Mick, isn't it? We knew what we were getting. Hey. He'll be perfectly happy though, won't he? No real chances of note conceded in this one. Free kick to Cardiff. Phillips is right up towards the halfway line. The keeper, he's going to ping that one forward. Looking for Flint. Flint wins their header. Keogh on the cover heads it out. Bagan tries to half volley the crossing, but sort of falls over when he hits it. Nice header in from O'Brien there. And a big sliding tackle there. Old school one. And it's out for a throw-in. Bagan looks like he's hurt his shoulder or his arm, perhaps. Which is not good news because they're without Bennett already, the left wing-back. On the bench, Cardiff, Brown, really the only defender there as Mick watches on. Definitely looks like his shoulder. Let's see what happened. Slid in. It's a good tackle. Don't know what happens there. No impact on it. Just comes out from the tackle holding onto his left hand. Shoulder. That cactus is new, says Marco. That one. There we go. It looks like we are getting a substitution. Interesting. So Brown is going to come on. I wonder if Mick's going to change shape or whether Kieran Brown is just going to come on and play left back. This doesn't look good for Bagan. He may have dislocated his shoulder here and popped it out. Sean Morrison and Mick McCarthy deep in conversation here. Fingers crossed for young Bagan, who's staying very, very still with that shoulder. I hope we're not going to see it get popped back in on the camera. That made me wince a little bit. But we're going to get the first substitution of the game. Tyler, you just asked for a time check. We'll give you 37 minutes in 3 seconds, okay? 3, 2, 1. Sync. Excuse me. Yeah, I think he might have popped his shoulder, but I don't want to see them pop it back in. I'm a bit squeamish for that. Brown is going to come on. Do you know what once? I'm trying to think who the defender was. Played for Rotherham on loan from, is that Pompey? Sean Raggett. Right in front of me at Ipswich once. He literally got his teeth knocked back. And they tried to reset his teeth. And oh my God, the poor guy was in so much pain. It was right in front of me. I couldn't take my eyes off it as well. Oof. Happy so far. Lacking the killer instinct, says Oliver. McCarthy's teams always lure you into a false sense of security. Yes, they do. Who's Mick's assistant? Come on, Annie. Terry Connor. TC. Lewis, start my new job on Monday. Nice. Tell us more about it. Sounds good. Pop it back in and carry on like Jake Cooper. Yeah. We're not all as badass as Jake Cooper, are we, Chris? Here is Sarr. Brown has come on and gone into the left wing back spot. So essentially, he's Cardiff's third choice left wing back. Sarr to Pippa. Pippa goes inside, gets it back. Pippa through to Campbell, who's come short again. Look at his heat map. I bet it's closer to the halfway line than you would have imagined it would be. And good press there by Cardiff. Mick will be pleased with that. And they get in shape and everybody moves up the pitch. Oh, given away though by Huddersfield. Yeah, here's Wilson, quite deep, sort of in the number 8 spot. To Morrison. Morrison to Moore. Moore comes short, turns. Now he runs at them a little bit. That's a poor ball by Moore. He apologises. Murphy had come in short and Moore went completely the wrong way with the pass. Here's Vallejo. Vallejo through to Bacuna. Lovely little touch on by Bacuna to Rowe. Bounces up. Sonogo does well. Here's Rowe. Oh, it's a really good move up until then. Rowe sort of stretching on the half volley. Tries to play it back into Sonogo. Oof. Oh, God. That's nothing, Ben. I saw the Eduardo tackle. Yeah, I was at Ipswich, John, when Luke Nillis clattered into Richard Wright and, not good. An upholsterer, Lewis. Excellent work. Good stuff. Good luck to you, my friend. Wilson heads that one away. You can reupholster my piano stool if you want. Absolute state of it. What's Cardiff's XG? Should we put the XG up? Might depress us all a little bit, mightn't it? Long ranger there from Murphy is deflected. And we do now have a Cardiff set play. As you can imagine. To be fair, Cardiff's XG is higher than Huddersfield's. Shall I bring it up on the other screen? It's 0.11 to Huddersfield and 0.73 to Cardiff. But why can't we see it? There we go. I'll bring it up after the set play, and it goes from Wilson. Headed clear, edge of the box. Smack back in on the volley. Great strike by Volks, and Schofield pushes that away. Good strike there. Good save. And we've got a head injury. That's a really good strike by Will Volks. And Fraser Campbell is down. For those who are asking, there's the XG. I don't know what that big chance for Cardiff is, because I thought Sean Morrison in the second minute, apparently. He got in and he got his shot blocked. With 64% probability on that one. Seems high, doesn't it? Nothing much doing elsewhere on any of the other ones. But yeah, that's gone in very high, that chance for Sean Morrison, for those people who like that sort of thing. I was asked to put it up. It's a good save by Schofield. Diving to his right there from Volks. Great save. Yes, indeedy. Stop it, Paul. We're going to get goals. Don't you worry. Even we had a higher XG than Huddersfield midweek. Not sure how often that happens. Yeah, when wasn't a Birmingham goal smashed in from all of about 6 inches, so that always puts it up nice and high, doesn't it? Referee Robinson is going to drop the ball in the centre circle, and Volks is going to play it on. He knocks it back into Morrison, who goes long, looking for Flint. Good header by Edmonds Greaves. Played down the line, looking for Murphy, who is behind. Murphy tries to hook it in. Keogh, quite cool there. And they've got it clear down the line. As we come up to half-time in a fairly quiet game. Let's just say suspect we'll only get 2 minutes tops of stoppage time. Cleared. The cross came in from Brown down the left. and cleared out by Huddersfield. 44:30 on the clock. And Brown throws it down the line to Moore. Moore thought he was going to win a throw in there. Unlucky bounce. And here come Huddersfield. Vallejo, good early ball up to Pippa, who's high up the pitch. Pippa switches the play to the increasingly deeper and deeper Campbell. Rowe, good ball by him. He looks lively, doesn't he? O'Brien to Pippa. Stood up by Sang. Here's O'Brien. Crossing position. 3 minutes stoppage time. O'Brien floats it to the back post looking for Sanogo. Gets way too much on that. And there's not really a lot Sanogo can do with that one. If it ends 0-0, does God put an extra 90 minutes on our life? Yeah, right. This has got 1-0 Cardiff written all over it with a goal coming off. Well, we had Cameron Carter-Vickers score his backside the other day. It's normally earlier than that. Mick wouldn't be attacking at 88 minutes at 0-0, would he? 46 up on the clock. 3 minutes stoppage time to play. We'll have to go to some Q&A in half-time. Not too much to talk about in this game, I have to say. Vallejo hooks it clear. And here is Morrison, right centre-back. Clips that in to Wilson. Nice touch by Wilson. He drives forward into the right wing. Good play by Wilson. Has he drawn a foul? Yes, he has. Now, this is in a dangerous position, this. Wilson, nice drive forward. O'Brien shouldn't be... Yeah, they kind of come together, and O'Brien does give him a shove out the way there. So there wasn't any immediate danger, especially given that Wilson was on his right foot as well. Silly free kick to give away. Will they make him pay in first half stoppage time? Wilson and Volks over this. I suspect Wilson's going to swing it in with the left foot. Although Volks is eyeing it up with the right foot. Wilson's not going to take it at all. He's moved to the edge of the box. So here comes Volks. It's going to be an out-swinging free kick right from close in on the edge of the area. Volks floats it in. It's gone to Murphy. Murphy, can he recycle it? Pops it in. And I think it's Sanogo is coming away with it. They can't make it pay. And a foul on Sanogo. And I don't know what's going on between Bacuna and Volks. Sorry, not Volks. Flint. Flint, who's about a foot taller than Bacuna. Having a good old shout there. It's probably going to be the last action of the first half. I think that's what referee Robinson just said. He said, I'm about to blow for half-time. Go away and calm the hell down. Bacuna's still chipping away at Flint. Both in each other's ear. Actually going to get to see what happens here. It was Sanogo who was bringing it away. Flint slid in. I don't know what the problem there was. Bacuna kind of puts his hand on his face. Doesn't strike him, which is in the laws, isn't it? Long one forward by Huddersfield. We're way over the 3 minute stoppage time, and referee Robinson blows up for half time. Well, that was quite hard work, wasn't it? Not the best half we've had all season. Cardiff sitting in, as we knew they would. Huddersfield playing more of the football, but not really having any chances. And it's 0-0 at half-time. Here are the numbers. Huddersfield, 66% on the possession. Couple of shots, only two on target. One of them was a free kick from outside the box as well. For Cardiff, 5 shots, 2 on target. And the XG made the Morrison shot early in the game quite high, actually, that was blocked early on. And that's gone down, in fact, on SofaScore as a big chance as well. So knowing Cardiff's propensity for taking those chances, they'll probably be quite disappointed they're not winning. But in general play, there hasn't been a lot in it at all. There's what's happening to the table. So if the game ends in a draw, Cardiff would move above Barnsley. Barnsley, of course, play tomorrow at home to Birmingham. For Huddersfield, they would move, has that put them above Derby? Yes, the goal difference is 12 and they've scored more goals. So, yeah, that currently moves them up a place and 6 ahead of relegation. Right, I am going to take a comfort break for 2 minutes. Get your questions in. I'm going to return in 2 minutes' time. Do not go anywhere. In the meantime, get your questions in and we'll take them in 2 minutes. See you in a sec. Welcome back, everybody. It is Huddersfield 0, Cardiff 0 at half-time in a fairly uneventful game in the Championship. Let's do a bit of Q&A and see what we can chit-chat and talk about. Keep your questions coming in. We'll go straight to that one. Not a question, but Wenlock Young Team, a super sticker. Thank you very, very much, sir. And we will drink to you. Right. Owen says, Ben, do you think Houghton will sacrifice attack for defence for tomorrow against Watford? Does Houghton ever go that attacking, Owen? Not really. No, he'll put attacking players on the pitch, but obviously quite similar to Mick, really. They'll try and be hard to beat first and foremost. Skyer honing in on the Aidan Flint foul. They've obviously got nothing to talk about because there's nothing in that, is there, dearie me? What else have we got in the chat here? I can't do who gets promoted and who gets relegated. That's too much. I do one prediction at the start of the season, which you can find elsewhere on the channel. But yeah, we do that every game, couldn't we? Eli, rubbish first half, really. Huddersfield played some decent stuff, but do nothing with it. Basically the opposite of Cardiff. Fair comment. Watching other teams' players, maybe realise how effective our game has been. Chris, not good enough by Cardiff against the poor side. It looks like Sky Sports' entire halftime analysis is Flint tackling Sonogo and Bakuna tapping him on the cheek. Anyway, sorry. Murphy has been very poor, and the ineffectiveness of the reserve wingbacks has hampered them. Yeah. Fair enough. Stop that. Brutal. Which manager will be happy with that? Probably Mick, really. You would imagine. I suspect he would be happy with that. What else have we got? If Flint went to ground, Bakuna would have walked. We don't want to see Flint going to ground. The laws say it's a strike, isn't it? And not a little, tap on the face like that. We don't want to see huge 6'6" centre backs going to ground for that, do we? Did I miss a donation? I hope I didn't. Oh yes, I did. Chris, thank you, sir. Very, very kind. Thank you, Annie, for telling me as well. 499 super chat from Chris. Very kind. Thank you, Chris. There were more questions in here. My opinion, Norwich and Swans top two. Watford and Barnsley and Reading and Brentford. We did a fun tweet actually earlier on this, didn't we? Let's bring it up on the screen. Here is my Twitter timeline. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. And where is that tweet of the points per game? So yeah, on points per game at the moment, this is how things look. Norwich currently projecting 98.76, miles ahead. Swansea with the games in hand are projecting 89.13. Brentford and Watford have obviously played the same and got the same amount of points, so they project the same number, 85.24. Reading 77.12. Barnsley with their game in hand, obviously their number is just a little bit higher than Bournemouth, who start and I think are currently in 6th position. So that's what the points per game is saying at the moment. Let's go back and look at some more questions. Charlie, not a question. Final scan on March the 9th. I could be cancer-free. Everybody cross their fingers for Charlie on that. I'm impressed you can guarantee your comfort breaks take a max of 2 minutes. I don't really want to get into this, but the bathroom's literally just the door down. So nice and easy. What else have we got in the chat? Any more questions? We've got another super chat. Thank you, Alan. I'm going to have to open another bottle of water to drink to you. Thank you very, very much. More entertaining than any other football YouTuber. Thank you very much, Alan. Very, very kind. Any more questions? Will Linden ever come good, or will you get rid? Well, sometimes some players have a really naff first season. We're talking about Lyndon Dykes at QPR, don't we? Sometimes players have a really bad season and come good in the second season, don't they? There's not much evidence that will happen, but maybe if he can play up top with Charlie Austin for a fair old good run of games, maybe he will do. I think they need to protect the investment and go with it. But what's the resale value if he's come to the Championship for a couple of £1 million and he's not really scoring goals. So, yeah. What colour is Ben's top? I don't know, it's like pinky browny colour, isn't it? I wouldn't worry about what colour my top is. Hey. What else can we have in the chat here? Barnsley have been at 2 points per game for 20 games now. Have they really? Goodness me. I didn't realise that. Is it really that long? Let's talk about Barnsley. See, we've got a lot of Barnsley fans in. Let's bring up a who scored, and we'll have a look at this 20 games of alleged 2 points per game. But it is a hell of a run for Barnsley. Let's just guess it. Let's do some custom dates on the Championship table. Let me remove that, and we'll go in there. So there's Barnsley in 7th place. Let's go back. Let's go back to November the 11th as a guess. And there are Barnsley. Look at that, 41 points from 22 games. So if we go like that, didn't change anything, did it? Let's go like that. There you go. Not quite 2 points per game from the last 20 games, but very impressive from Barnsley. 38 points in their last 20 games. Sensational form from the Tykes. And you can see the other teams there moving the needle. The ones you'd imagine, really. Look, Norwich have got 46 from 21. That's incredible. Brentford, 43 from 21. So they're both 2 points per game, aren't they? Over a long sample size. Watford, not quite. Swansea are at it. Look, 20 and 40. Cardiff, a little bit further off. Barnsley are closer, aren't they, with 38 from 20 games. So, yeah, not quite 2 points per game, but impressive form nonetheless. Let's just get back to our screen that we want on this one. Any more questions as we go through to half-time? Yeah, you are wrong, Eli. We just checked it, my friend. It's 38 from the last 20. What else are we saying here? If that is directed at me, Blue Terrier, goodbye. And don't come back. He's gone. I can't believe how rude people are. Unbelievable, isn't it? Hey, he's gone. Anyway, never to be seen again. Greg Cunningham got Flint sent off by ruffling his hair. Flint pushed him away, and Greg threw himself over. Former teammates love there. Yeah. Deary me. We don't like to see that. There's Dwayne Holmes, who's one of only a couple of bench options there. Leandro Bacuna as well. We may see one or other or both of them in the second half. Really hope Barnsley or Reading can get promoted. Very exciting to see some new teams pushing for the Premier League. Well, remember, Reading weren't there that long ago, were they? When did Reading go up? 2013? Whereas Barnsley haven't been up this century. Overall view of the quality of the Championship seems good, but Norwich points total says otherwise. It's so hard to tell with COVID and the games rushed and the stadiums empty. And it's always a hard question to ask the general quality of the league, Chris, because, I mean, look, let me give you an example. I'm going to bring up the 2012-2013 season, and you tell me whether this is a good league or a bad league, okay? So there is the 2012-2013 season, okay, where the table is so completely squidged up that the champions only had 87 points. Leicester get in the playoffs with 68, but look at the high tide at the bottom. Peterborough get relegated with 54. And you can argue this both ways. You can say the quality is very high because it's competitive all the way up and down the league. Or you can say the quality is not high because there's not teams right at the top chasing everybody away. If we were to then bring up, I don't know, where's the one where Newcastle and Brighton finish miles above? So then if we bring this one up, do we say that that is a quality league? Because look, you've got two teams that finish with 2 points per game, Brighton and Newcastle with 93 and 94. But then look at the bottom. You've got Rotherham, who are whipping boys, and nobody else. Well, look at the top of the league, actually, 81, 82. Why have Sheffield Wednesday got 81 points and Huddersfield got 80? I don't know what's up with that table. That's a very weird looking table there. In fact, that's a very incorrect looking table, isn't it? Some weirdness going on. But you take my point, as in, is a league that's stretched out with just a couple of good teams a quality league? Do you know what I mean? You can actually argue it both ways, can't you? So it's hard to say. You know, it's very, very, very hard to say. I think quality of games has been low, not just in the Championship, in COVID times. Would be good for the Championship for a club like Forest going to the Premier League. Why would that be good for the Championship? Be good for Forest, I think, Owen, who you support. Deary me. I could say, no, I was just putting 2012-13 up just as that's the example of the weirdest league table that we've had in years, where there's no gaps. Do you know what I mean? No one. We look at the points averages for the 10 years, and they're completely off on that year. Every other year, they kind of add up. So, if you have one or two teams far out in front of the top, that does not mean the quality league is concentrated within just a few teams. It's so difficult to argue, isn't it? Because you could say that having two very good teams makes the league better in quality, doesn't it? I don't know. If you compare it to 18-19, for example, where Farker's Norwich were really good, Wilder's Sheffield United were really good, Bielsa's Leeds were really good, Villa were really good with Grealish and McGinn and Abraham. West Brom had Barnes, Gale and Rodriguez, didn't they? That's what I mean. Compared to that, it doesn't feel anywhere near as good when you actually sort of go through the teams one by one. We're about to kick off the second half anyway. I think we managed to pad our way through half-time. Didn't we? Let's just change the banner. We'll give you a time sync as the second half kicks off. It has indeed. So we'll do it a couple of minutes in. Throw in to Huddersfield down the right hand side. I'll give you a time sync if you want to sync up. Hopefully, we're going to get some goals. So, yeah, in answer to the question, whichever way the league ends up, you can either argue that it's good and it's bad, whichever way. So, I don't know. I guess the more good teams, the better, is what you would say. The ball is back with Phillips in the Cardiff goal. 11-12 was top class. Reading, West Ham, Southampton. That was great. That was a good season, that wasn't it? That's the other thing as well, is which, where do you get the chase? Where do you get the narratives and the stories? I think the tighter the league, the more entertaining is. Well, so you'd like a 2012-13 one where it's tight all the way up. You just wouldn't want to be in a relegation battle in that season. Crossed in by Volks, headed out by Vallejo. Helped out looking for Brown. Who fouled who there? I think has Rowe fouled Brown? I think Brown tried to stretch his foot out ahead of Rowe. Yeah, and he does get there first. Does well, actually, the third choice left back. And, of course, here comes a Cardiff set play. Hi, Ben. What do you think of Alex Griffin? Do you plan on getting Alex Griffin on the channel? Also, do you plan on doing Ipswich Town live streams? I like Alex. He's a nice chap. We've done a few things together. I tend to leave the Ipswich stuff because obviously I'm a founder of the Blue Monday podcast. So tends to go down there. Wilson curls the free kick in from the left, headed out by Saar. But obviously I try and help out any fellow Ipswich YouTubers if I can. All crossed in and volleyed into the ground by Joe Rules. It was bouncing up. Flint was lurking at the back post again. Morrison recycles. A decent ball by Morrison, headed back by Nelson. Moore chests it down. Moore, edge of the box. He's got Wilson up the line. Wilson's onside. Wilson now crossing position. Drives into the box. Wilson clips it in, looking for Flint on the back post. Saar does just enough to put him off. Dangerous looking phase of play there by Cardiff. Set play, and then Huddersfield couldn't get out. And there were 3 different crosses into the box there that Huddersfield managed to get away. Unpopular opinion, but the premise and all it's cracked up to be. I hate the feeling of going to games hoping to draw. Yeah, I think the fewer games adds to that as well. You're really entrenched in your position, aren't you? There's less graduation through the table with 20 teams, 38 games. Evening, Russell. How are you, my friend? Other teams coming down from the Prem, better than the teams getting promoted. So hard to say, isn't it? You just depends how much chaos there is at each relegated team, doesn't it? I mean, we talk about size of club, can't we? But at the moment, it's looking like Sheffield United, Fulham and West Brom. Could be Newcastle. Could be. We will see. Long one from left to right there. Vallejo manages to shepherd that one out. Funny you say that. We stopped up on the last day, passing it around at the back. Huddersfield as Crystal Palace scored 2 against Peterborough. Send them down. Goodness me. Yeah, Peterborough. 54 points and down. Will Moore score? I say yes. Come on, Bluebirds. They look a bit more at it this second half, Cardiff. A bit more intensity to their play. And Murphy wins a free kick. Volks takes it really quickly. Moore, left corner of the box. Bakuna hooks it away. Moore's going to try and shepherd that out for the throw. Bakuna actually keeps it in. Brown plays it up the line to Nelson. And they've gotten away with that. Huddersfield, I think Kiefer Moore thought he just had to see that one over the line, and Will Volks was going to come up and hurl the ball into the box one more time. Cleared away by Huddersfield, and Flint plays it back in. At not Smithies. Goodness sake. Phillips. Smithies is on the bench. Can't get back in the team, can he? What is your job, if you don't mind me asking? This for the last year. I have no job because of COVID. Brutal. He might be a stripper. God, they're paying to put my clothes on, wouldn't they? Blue Monday is great. Listen to a fair few on regular flights to Denmark when flying was a thing. Thank you, John. We have a good team over there at Blue Monday. But Ben is a Town fan. He should do some Ipswich content. I'd literally be competing against my own podcast. So hence why we don't. Although some Ipswich fans do get quite butthurt about that. which I find very confusing. It's like I formed the podcast and put 400 to 500 episodes out, yet I'm not doing enough Ipswich content. It's very, very odd. Paint stripper, yeah. Yeah, right. Corner to Huddersfield. Bacuna puts it in low. Edmonds Green was on the near post, but nothing doing. Nothing doing at all. I will put my biggest bet ever on Sheffield United becoming Championship champions. Oof. Please gamble responsibly. We'll give you a time check in about 30 seconds. It's going to be 53 minutes. Can Blue Monday and TNC do a wrestling ladder match, please? How much are you paying me? Don't know if we've got anyone big enough. Jack is deceptively tall, actually. 53 in 3, 2, 1, sink. Sven, really admire your channel. Would like to do something similar. Good knowledge of league football. Do it. What do they say about a business? If you haven't started it, the best time to start it is tomorrow. Here's O'Brien, central midfield. Knocked off to Bacuna. Nice feat by him. Just tempted rolls in. Sonogo plays it through the middle, looking for Rowe, who'd come in off the right-hand side. Nothing doing. And it goes through to Dylan Phillips. Oh, yes. You'll always be behind on Now TV. The 3 teams coming down this season from the Prem are all going to be stupidly strong again. Not a weak one. Yeah, we might see what happens with Chris Wilder. Looks like all is not well there at the moment. Right, long throw-in for Cardiff from the right. Volks fools everyone, takes it short. He's now going to lob it in, is he? No. Sang tries to play the give and go. He's going to win that back. Kind of trickles the cross over, and here comes O'Brien away with it. Great drive from O'Brien. He definitely got fouled there. Referee Robinson plays the advantage. Here's Bacuna on the right. Bacuna to O'Brien again. Good drive by O'Brien. Bacuna, good football by Huddersfield out to the left. Oh, horrible touch by Pippa. Rubbish. But Huddersfield have it back. 55:05 on the clock. Vallejo in central midfield. Here's Murphy. Ooh, Murphy nearly got Wilson in. Sarr slid in. Wilson might have been able to get it, actually, after Sarr slid in. Then he fell over. Deary me. Do you think McCarthy has now settled into hello bits? Cardiff and the honeymoon is over. He still hasn't lost a game. And you wouldn't put it past him finding a goal in the last 30 minutes of this one, would you? O'Brien crosses in. Surely Sonogo has fouled Flint there. And it's going to be a free kick to the Bluebirds of Cardiff. O'Brien cross from the left. Yeah, shove in the back there on Aidan Flint. 0-0. We try and summon a goal. In fact, here comes Shay Ojo. He's getting some instructions from Terry Connor. At the moment, Ojo on loan from Liverpool. Well, I wanted to read that one. There we go. The contract curse is happening, Alistair. Can I put that with the manager of the month curse, the new manager bounce, and bogey teams? Long throw by Morrison. Volks. It's out for a Huddersfield throw in. Where are goals? I don't know. Nowhere to be seen yet. So it'll be interesting to see who goes off. You wouldn't think it'd be Harry Wilson, so it might be Josh Murphy. Ojo, former MK Dons player. A few good ones go through there, haven't they? Here he comes. And yes, it is Murphy who's going to be going off. So Ojo will play up top with Kiefer Moore. Both goals are located. He said, tell the, go and tell Mick. Go on. Volks, nice turn by him. Nelson. Brown. Closed down by Rowe. Kill Mick McCarthy thrice for a goal. Is this like, what's that Stephen King film? Yeah. Nelson tosses that down the line. O'Brien hoiks it forward, and Morrison heads that up in the air. Nelson then clears. O'Brien heads back. Wonder if we see Dwayne Holmes at any point. Have these capital letters. I'll try and read that. Benjamin Bloom, Gillingham v Ipswich Town prediction tomorrow for 1 p.m. kickoff. I think Ipswich are going to win. I'm all high on Paul Cook. Ipswich by 2. Come on. That's quite a good straw poll, actually. We'll ask David's question. Is there a goal in this game? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Is there a goal in this game? Matt, haven't been following the game. Who's looking better? No one at the moment. Very evenly matched and not much in the way of chances. Cardiff sitting in, biding their time. Huddersfield completely unable to play through them. Is that street slang? High on Paul Cook. You've seen that episode of Brass Eye where they get Noel Edmonds to talk about cake, the new street drug. Very funny. Check it out. There we go. We've got to wait till 90 plus 3 for the goal. Flicked on by Brown and cleared up the line. It's getting a bit tatty, this now. Lacking a bit of quality. Average possession is sort of 2 passes at most. The new Wonder Woman film is looking like a better option. You see, I never get to watch any of those Marvel movies because Shaylee watches them all with her brother. And I'm not watching them on my own. So I won't get to see that. Jeff, what have I missed? Not much by the sounds. No. Precious little. I won't publicise it, but the is open. I'm just quietly going about my business with my bin bags. Here's Sonogo. Plays it into the channel. Looks like Morrison pulled back Campbell there. And he's been booked by referee Robinson. Yellow card for the Cardiff captain. Let's have a look at this. Sonogo played it in the channel. Oh, yeah, good decision that. He knew exactly what he was doing, didn't he? Have I really gone through 3 bottles of water? If you look behind me, you see that? It's so hard to... There you go. There's a whole stash of them there. Free kick, Huddersfield. They're supposed to be hidden, but if I do that, you can see them, can't you? Right, Bakuna pings the free kick in, headed away by Volks. Flicked on by Keogh, headed away by Morrison. Ojo, and cleared by Sang. Keogh plays it back in to Vallejo. Schofield clears that one down the line. And it's hooked out. Not much football going on now in this one. See if we can summon a can of Pepsi from somewhere. Free kick to Huddersfield again. I think Huddersfield are the better side in this second half. Should we see what the numbers say? I'm normally wrong, aren't I? Second half. 0 shots. None on target. Deary me. Yeah, it's not been a good second half, has it? 64 minutes up on the clock. My eye test tells me the ball's been in the Cardiff half more than the Huddersfield half. Put it that way. Crossed in and a chance-ish there for Richard Keogh. The free kick came in long from Bakuna. Keogh, good run actually, stays onside. It's a difficult chance. He's like underneath and he has to arc his neck to head it. Just can't get it on target. Can someone help Eli out with that? When is the yellow card amnesty? Pass. I don't know. Get a water filter. I've got one in the fridge downstairs. Hey, darling.
Hey.
Thank you. This game's really boring.
Oh.
Really, really boring. Say hi to everyone, Shaylee.
Hi, everyone.
Can you just confirm the complete fake news and sullying of my good name that I deliberately put you in the fake news sin bin? Can you just confirm it was a complete accident and I've apologised and made amends?
You did do it on purpose.
Oh, for God's sake. It's complete fake news. Can you just admit that it's fake news so everyone knows?
I don't use that word.
Or can you admit that my good name was dragged through the mud unfairly?
Not really.
Oh, whatever. Thank you for the Pepsi, darling. Say bye to everyone, Shaylee.
Bye.
Oh, hang on. Shaylee has gorgeous hands. Wave your hands. There you go. Bye-bye, darling.
That's always see of me.
That's all you're going to get to see of her, bless her. Should have asked for a wine instead. I had a couple of beers at dinner, so. Right, long throw in comes from Volks, nodded half clear. O'Brien gets it away. Wilson plays it back home to Phillips. We should have got a prediction, shouldn't we? She's normally quite good with those. Yes, Shaylee. More Shaylee. There we go. Of course, it is absolutely fake hands. Lee says, looks a great game. Yeah, we've just kind of gone full in with the chat now, haven't we? Daryl, as a Blade, I've been looking forward for a return to the championship. I think I've changed my mind now. This is an outlier. It's normally more exciting than this, Daryl. You know you gotta Warnock it every now and then, McCarthy it, Rowett it. Now, the Huddersfield bench are up in arms. Will Volks has jumped into Vallejo, who goes down like the proverbial sack of potatoes. Sack of spuds. They're claiming for an elbow. I mean, his arm's out, but there's no swing of the arm towards Vallejo. Volks is got himself booked now, not for the foul, but for accusing Vallejo of diving. Silly boy. So we've got another yellow card for Cardiff. Get up, man. It's embarrassing. I think Will Volks agrees with you. Can we see the Pepsi can? Is that going to be more exciting than the game? There it is. Bluebird legend. Incoming Cardiff goal. We've been hoping for a goal of any kind. What team does Shaylee support? Well, she works in Luton. So I guess she supports Luton. We're quite close to MK. Tried to get her to support Ipswich, but it's a hard sell, isn't it? You got your bingo card, Iain. When was the last time Corberon wore his supposed lucky chinos? Clearly not been working much. No. A bloody nose doesn't mean it's a foul, does it? It's possible for a loose arm to hit a nose and for there to have been no foul. He did go down like a sack of, what's it? Nelson hoiks it clear. 70 minutes on the clock. Headed away by Saar. Vallejo is back into the game. I'm sure the next tackle between him and Volks will be quite tasty. Kiefer Moore chasing into the channel, hooked over his head by Keogh. Here's Volks. Volks clips that one forward, looking for Ojo. Saar heads away. O'Brien, nice one round the corner to Vallejo. Vallejo clips it forward, touched by Sanogo. Bakuna chases in behind. Phillips quickly out off his line. And boots it clear. Will Volks is a graduate of the Rotherham School of Tackling. Rotherham School of Arguing, by the look of it. Iain. I think the rest should blow up now and put everyone out of their misery. Is this the 0-0 that never happens? Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. It's what do they call it? The exception that proves the rule. Yes. What are we going to do? Sonogo. O'Brien into the box. Big chance. Blocked out Rowe there. And it is a penalty. Wow. It's a penalty for Huddersfield. O'Brien got loose in the box. Rowe had the initial shot. I think it was Nelson, then clipped him. Let's have a look. Nelson takes down Rowe, and referee Robinson says penalty. Give me your thoughts on that call. Looks like it's a reasonable decision. That it wasn't the front leg that Nelson went. It looked like his back leg caught Rowe, but we have a penalty to Huddersfield. Here we go. Are we getting a goal? Sonogo. Eyes up. Phillips in goal. Looks dead straight at him. He's going to take it right-footed. Here comes Sonogo. Oh, my God. He's put it wide. We're just never getting a goal. Oh, dear. We're just never getting a goal in this game. Sonogo hasn't even hit the target with that penalty. Oh, dear. Okay, this could be the 0-0, couldn't it? He goes right-footed, side foot. And it's about a foot wide as well. It's a bad miss by Sonogo. Oh, dear. Come on. Come on. The advertising board got it. Knew they'd missed. Deary me. So, 73 gone. 0-0. Huddersfield have missed a penalty. Huge chance. His eyes looked scared. I thought he was trying to eyeball the keeper, wasn't he? So no goal. Yeah, right. Here comes Ojo chasing in for Cardiff. If Huddersfield lose this game now, having missed that penalty, they are going to feel very, very silly. Let's pop up the XG, which is now... Oh, it hasn't updated. I haven't added the huge 0.77 chance that's going to go on there for Huddersfield. Oh, what a chance. What a chance. And when you're down the bottom of the league, that penalty could have bumped them onto 40 points to join Blackburn, Forest and QPR. Goodness me. Wow. Huddersfield have taken 3 penalties this season and not scored any of them. That's terrible. Sonogo, edge of the box, drives that one over the bar. Nelson putting plenty of pressure on Yaya Sonogo there. What is this guy? Benjamin, actually, let me try and read it how it's written. Benjamin, trim your moustache and keep your beard. It would make you look nice, mate. Thank you. Stick a picture of yourself up in the chat and we'll critique your look. No need to make that tackle. It was going to be cleared. Why have Sonogo take it when he's not played? Can't argue with any of that. Not the greatest. Not the greatest moment in not the greatest game. Kiefer Moore hits the bar and the keeper scores an own goal. With a really limp header as well. That kind of floats and just lollops over the line, yeah? Long one in for Cardiff. Flint goes up for the header. Lobbed back in by Brown. Ojo's on the back post. Headed down by Sonogo. Nice ball by O'Brien, but Bakuna can't control it. Wilson comes back and plays it to Nelson in the centre circle. Nelson hoofs it forward again. And the ball has gone dead. Was hoping for that to go in. Yeah, said all the Barnsley fans and all the Bournemouth fans. Zach, here's the penalty again. Yeah, it's poor, isn't it? Keeper goes the right way, but it's well wide as well. It's not like it clips the post and goes wide. He's totally missed the target. He's getting lots of slaps on the back. Sonogo because he's just been substituted. And Kieran Phillips has come on. Remember Sonogo playing for Charlton versus Reading one. You absolutely tore us apart. No such luck today. Daniel, good video. So I'm a Barnsley fan. Good result for the Reds. Do you think Barnsley will get the playoffs? Possibly. Here comes Wilson. Oh, it goes loose to Brian into the side net, and it took a deflection. I think it's going to be a corner. All I'll say about Barnsley is it's going to be a hell of a run, isn't it? If you think about they're already on a run just to get on the edge, extend the run another 4 games to get in there, and then another 4 games to stay in there. Wilson with the corner. Puts it right in on the keeper. Well played, Schofield. Does really well there. Kiefer Moore tried to bully Schofield into the net there. Schofield does really well, actually, to punch that over the bar. Kiefer doesn't really foul him, but he really jumps aggressively with him. I mean, the foul's been given. But, yeah, Schofield stood up for himself there. Good goalkeeping. George, Barnsley have peaked too early. That would be the fear, wouldn't it? That the peak comes now. They've got to keep going and keep going and keep going, haven't they? We will see. Morrison goes long this time, as have Cardiff many, many times. Oh, God. 5 bellies. Christ. Man of the match. Go on. You do that in the chat. Man of the match. O'Brien, maybe, for Huddersfield? I don't know. What does SofaScore say? See what their metrics have got. Rowe, 7.3. They've got as the MOM. But, yeah, there's a hard old choice, hasn't it? Oh, here they come. They're into the box. Barnsley with Vallejo. Oh, Huddersfield, I meant. Sorry. Good save by Phillips. Vallejo was in behind, inside left position. Very rare for a Mick team there. They lose it on transition with Volks. 3-on-3. Lovely ball through by O'Brien. Vallejo is in. Good goalkeeping. Tries to lift it over. Excellent from O'Brien again. And Carlos Corberon is going to be thinking that Huddersfield should have won this game. Bakuna, corner goes in, headed clear. Smashed in again by Vallejo, right-footed this time. And he puts it way, way over the bar. Sorry, was that Edmund's Green? No, it was Vallejo. Vodka and Coke. No, there's no vodka in there, my friend. Lee. Huddersfield chose to sign Sonogo over Adebayo. Adebayo's doing really well as well, isn't he, for Luton? I think he's got 3 goals, Adebayo, or 2? Games without a clean sheet. Huddersfield 14. Famous last words. We're into the 81st minute here. 0-0. Huddersfield have missed a penalty and a 1v1 situation there. They will really be thinking they should have won, or at least be in front in this game. And there you see now with those 2 chances on there, there's your XG map. And if I move that out the way, 1.48 now to 0.91. Huddersfield will think that they should be on the score sheet. Obviously, the huge 0.77 is the penalty, but the Pippa chance there, which wasn't Pippa, it was Vallejo, wasn't it? Or was it Pippa? Was also a 40% chance of scoring. So they will think that they should have scored one of those two chances. Here's O'Brien down the left, 82 minutes, 16 on the clock. O'Brien, he's done really well. He's beaten 2. O'Brien crosses it in. Excellent play. I'm feeling quite good about my shout for O'Brien for man of the match, actually. Since I said that, the last 2.5 minutes, he's been really good. Marco, XG is just the probability of a shot being a goal, basically. So the better the chance, the higher the probability. Gives you some kind of idea of how good the chances were in a game. Don't take it too seriously, because some people do and get very emotional about it. Bakuna, corner. In it goes. Oh, good defending by Brown, actually, the substitute. I thought I was going to say Flint then. Headed away. O'Brien pops it back in. Sarr heads it down. Chance. Is he onside? Campbell's put it over the bar. If he wasn't offside, that was a really, really good chance. As O'Brien crossed it in again. No, he wasn't offside. And he hits it on the half volley. Huddersfield really should be winning this game, shouldn't they? On top of them, Cardiff, I think, is Anderson agreeing with me there. Volks tries to put that over the top for Ojo. Volks, loads of energy, actually. Driving forward. If he's won a corner there, he's done brilliantly, Volks. He has not won a corner. Dwayne Holmes is about to come on. George, Blue Monday Connor, thank you. That's obviously the podcast that I'm a founder of, the Blue Monday podcast. So let me just put myself a bit higher in the shot. How's that? There we go. Interview with Russell Osman today. Absolutely brilliant stuff with Dave and Russell Osman. What a player. Just dropping stories about doing Escape to Victory with Bobby Moore and Pele. Talking about playing against Ian Rush and Kenny Dalglish. Marlon Pack is going to come on as well. So it looks like Holmes is going to come on for Huddersfield. And Pack is going to come on for Cardiff. Holding midfielder for Mick. Attacking player for Corberon. Yes, stream tomorrow from 1:30. The super stream. Chris says, looked off to me. Sure, he's talking about Fraser Campbell there. Pretty chill channel. Subscribed. Nice, David. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. As a Leeds fan says, Ben, I missed the championship. Not this one tonight, Ben. It's not been good, I have to say, but you miss Mick, don't you? And Mick McCarthy is taking off Harry Wilson, Flair number 10, and sticking Marlon Pack in. So Mick is happy with his point now, and he's stuck a defensive midfielder in for a number 10. Which decreases the chances of a goal in this game. And the chances were already low, especially with that. As soon as that penalty went wide of the post, yeah, we're done. Oh, Ojo's chasing through there. Edmonds Green tried to header it back. Sarr helps him out. Moore's done well. Gets it out wide. In it goes from Sang. Oh, Sar nearly got a lucky bounce there. Cardiff. Sar didn't clear it. Down the line it goes for Brown. Good play by Rowe. Rowe chases forward and somehow has still come away with the ball. Edmonds Green hooks it on. O'Brien tried to sweep it up, but between Pack and Volks, they've got it away. Here's Moore, though. And Moore has won a corner. And we know what Cardiff are like from set plays. Hi, Ben. I'm a Huddersfield fan. We've dominated Cardiff. Now the luckiest team on the planet. Sonoko is terrible. And Campbell should have scored. Tell us what you really feel. 88th minute incoming. They've got the set play, John. In it comes. Floated corner. Flint. There was a clever nudge in the back from Edmonds Green there. It's the dark arch. Flint was just about to jump and he just gave him a bit of a arm in the back there. Nice. League One, I can see all your comments. Don't worry. I can see. Looks like Richard Stearman is going to come on, who Mick McCarthy had at Wolves and at Ipswich. Cardiff not viable today. One of my favourite words when describing performances. No, not at all today. Looks like, I don't know if they're going to go to a 3 or it's going to be a straight swap for one of the guys at the back. Here's Moore. Rolls. And it's a Huddersfield throw. 89-04 on the clock. Excuse me. Looking forward to tomorrow's stream. Yes. No Rotherham. What game are you going to watch? Bit late for a formation shuffle. Well, often it's just a case of sticking an extra centre half. Often it's done. They just plot the centre half in front of the two centre backs. So Nelson has gone in on Bakuna. Nelson's already been booked. Let's have a look at this. We're in a he takes the ball mode here. In fact, it looks like Bakuna's had the foul given against him. So I read that completely the wrong way around. Aaron Rowe is going to come on for Stearman, and the fourth official holds up 3 minutes of stoppage time. James, master of understatement there. Not been a classic. No, it hasn't, has it? We've got a free kick for Cardiff. Sorry, I did get that the wrong way around. I sort of the coming together. I thought Nelson fouled Bakuna, but it was the other way around. Cardiff free kick. In it goes. Looking for Flint. Sarr heads it away. Volks has got it back. Up in the air. Sean Morrison has surely pushed Schofield over there, and the foul didn't get given. Schofield went down in the 6-yard box. I'm certain I saw a push. Pushed him in the face. Referee Robinson completely missed it. Deary me. Deary me. Morrison and Schofield get away with that one. Deary me. We are 91-16 into 3-minute stoppage time. Here's Ojo to Rolls. It's gone loose and Stearman humps it clear. And out it goes. Yeah, it does look like Huddersfield have gone to a sort of back 5, like I thought they might for the last minutes of this one because they probably knew they were going to have to defend one of these. And here comes a long throw from Will Volks. In it goes. Saar heads it up in the air. He's been good in the air. Oh, it was headed back in. And Sean Morrison, who's always on the end of everything in these, overhead kicks it. And it's straight into the arms of Schofield in goal. 92-17 on the clock. We haven't had a 0-0 in a while, have we? I think the last 0-0 we had was the one Preston and Reading, and Lucas Shaw missed a penalty in that one as well. (92-35). The clock ticks down as we head for a 0-0 in this one. It's a Huddersfield throw. Vallejo's taking his time. He's going to pass the duties on. So I think it was Pippa to Vallejo. There's Yaya Sanogo, who looks very cross on the bench, having missed that penalty. And I think that is full time. Not a great game. Cardiff will be way happier than Huddersfield about that. Huddersfield obviously missing a penalty, which was a huge chance. And another chance for, was it Pippa or was it Vallejo? I can't remember. Entertainment value of the match, 0 out of 10 stream. Well, thank you. We tried our best to keep going, but it was pretty rubbish, wasn't it? Cardiff sat in. Believe me, I've watched a lot of Mick McCarthy games like that and paid to watch them as well. So, yeah, there you go. Let's have a look at the numbers. Not that there's particularly much to say about this game. 58-42 in the possession to Huddersfield. 9 shots to 8, 3 each on target. Obviously, a missed penalty. Look, 3 big chances to 0 in terms of Huddersfield. They will feel that they should have won that game. And I'd imagine Mick will say as much in his interviews afterwards. So, good news if you're a Reading fan, a Bournemouth fan, or a Barnsley fan, or a Borough fan around there. So, Barnsley know tomorrow that a point will put them back above Cardiff in the chase for the playoffs. For Huddersfield, they move on to 38, which we're looking for points parity. 45 to survive is the 10-year average. They're on 38 from 35 games. Get your thoughts in. Keep them clean in the comments. James, I know what you mean, but go on, I'm going to flash it up. I'm not going to read it. There we go. But I think we all agree with that, don't we? It wasn't good, was it? Was not good. See you tomorrow, Alistair. Look forward to it. Not a great game, understatement of the year. I know. Don't watch Tottenham Palace Sunday. It will finish 0-0. I wasn't intending to. What am I watching on Sunday? I'm watching Big Sam versus Steve Bruce. I could be on for another 0-0. Ben streams are always at 10. There we go. Good to see Shaley, if nothing else. Would you say it was tight, closely congested? No, David. I think Huddersfield should have won. It was tight up until the penalty, and then in the last sort of 15, Huddersfield should have won the game. Shouldn't they? Upper Swans tomorrow. Good luck to all of your teams tomorrow. Biggest question of the evening is, what the hell is going on with Big Mick? He's got lockdown Barnet. We've all got lockdown Barnet. April the 12th, 9:30 a.m. I'll get my hair cut. More than happy with that. Could have won it. Should have won it, Oliver, shouldn't they, from the spot there. Alfonso can't buy a win at the moment. I think we must have offended a witch doctor at some point. Hope the Super Stream has some more discerning clientele. Well, I'm sure we can all get on nicely in the chat. Hopefully people are will get the vibe of what we're trying to do here, Iain. James, see you on the Super Stream tomorrow. I can guarantee you goals tomorrow because we're doing 12 games, so you're definitely going to get one. Bye, Ben. What a bad game. Sorry, Nat, wasn't great, was it? Rotherham will be 4 games behind. Yes, they are cancelled for the next 2. If you're a Reading fan, Mr. E, be happy with that. Bournemouth fan, Barnsley fan. It's Cardiff haven't won, basically, which is the main thing. You'd probably be more encouraged with how little they created as well. That will do for me. Can be 6 a point. Yes, remember there's the game in hand, isn't there? Do I know Rotherham vlogger Smithy Boy? No, I don't. I'm sure you're going to tell me more about him. This was nearly as exciting as the cricket this morning. Yeah, I didn't check that. We were the better of the 2 sides, but was that a pen? I thought it was a pen, Alphonse. I thought his back leg caught him. I think we are looking good there. Guarantee go 12-0 nils. Get your money on that because you'll be a millionaire if there's 12 nil nils. Right, let me know if you want to shout out down in the chat and we will get off. So it's 1:30 p.m. The Super Stream, as Bits has just pointed out. Ipswich kick off at 1. So we'll already be 30 minutes into the Ipswich game at the start of the stream, and we'll be halfway through Watford and Forest. So should be good tomorrow. Lots of games. In fact, why don't I bring up those are the Championship games down the bottom. Chris, nowhere near good enough from Cardiff, who are very poor. Vital point for Huddersfield. They should have won, Chris, shouldn't they? Who with Rotherham's fixed to pile up may stay up. I'm now going to fill out my census seeking entertainment. That's tremendous. Shout out to my niece, Lily, Town Mad. There you go. Lily. Nice. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy the rest of it. Yeah, we're going to go and watch Superstore, no doubt, on Netflix. We've got 1 episode of The Crown left as well. Town up to 5th tomorrow. That will be nice. Oh, what was that pen? Yeah, not a good one, basically. Right. Thank you all. Thanks, Annie. Hopefully talk some Bristol City with you tomorrow, matey. And all that remains for me to do is say thank you to our fan sponsor, Charlie Frost, 30 years of a loyal rule. Here is to many more. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit like on the stream, wherever you're watching, YouTube, Twitter or Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow for the Saturday Super Stream when, fingers crossed, the football will be a lot less dull than that was. It was Huddersfield 0, Cardiff 0 in the watch along, and it's over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.